Hello and welcome on the Watches TV. Let's go to Corum today to speak about the Bubble collection. This is the crazy collection of the brand and Corum is putting a lot of effort in it. So let's talk with David Traxler about that and also about the digitalization of the brand, or in other words, how the brand uses the digital media to interact with its fan. So let's go and listen to him.
The second phase of Bubble with Bubble 52mm is coming out soon. We'll have an in-house movement made by Eterna, our factory. Well, Bubble is a recognizable icon. When you look at the Bubble watch, you know it's a Bubble by Corum. So whatever you do to it, it remains a Corum watch, first thing. Second thing is the watchmaking content. We want it to be perfect. The ladies' Bubble has a beautiful piguet movement in it, so we keep a very high standard of quality within a crazy watch. The relaunch of the Bubble was a very courageous decision. And had I been here, I probably wouldn't have had the courage to do it. It was the right choice. The market responded very well. But the whole feedback was, we want you to go crazy. And that's what we did. We went crazy. So we're speaking to street artists, we're speaking to painters, designers, photographers, and we just signed an incredible deal with a very famous DJ, probably one of the 5 in the world, Steve Aoki, who is signing his own Bubble watch. And the whole idea is we get the light from the outside. And we want to have inspiration that comes from far away. We need people to give us ideas, to give us their feeling of the brand and of what they would like to see on a Bubble. That's why we customize our Bubble, and many people participated and voted, and we chose 3, but actually was chosen by the net. It was 3 pieces were chosen, and they're going to be produced and given back to the market. So what I find crazy is the creativity that involves of people coming from everywhere. Once again, Mr. X in the middle of the world, Joe Doe, who decides to make his own watch. And it brings us to connection in general and how we speak to our potential consumers around the world. And that dialogue, to build that dialogue, obviously the net is the strongest instrument you have. And so what we're doing is trying to build as much dialogue as possible through our own instruments, but also through the instruments of our ambassadors who are carrying our watches. And I think once again, I think of the DJ Steve Aoki, who's going to be launching his own Bubble watch, who's going to be moving it on the internet to his millions of followers, and where we're going to get his feedback and the feedback of his followers on his specific line. So again, it's an open dialogue with millions of people all of a sudden. The coin watch, for example, is something where we are changing the case to be able to accommodate the coins that our customers give us. And that idea came from a customer who had a coin given by his mother passed away, and he wanted to have his coin watch. And I said, well, that's what we have to give. We have to give the customers the possibility to have something special, theirs, within the watch that is a Corum watch. I think that Corum is all about, and I like the word special watches for special people. It's something different. It's the bridge, it's the Bubble, it's the coin. It's very different, recognizable watches for people who are self-knowing, confident and aware, who make a very personal choice. They don't need to follow the crowd on the big brand that everyone knows. They make their own choice.